This is Larry Williams, and he is a top-notch trader who, among other things, has created a various number of indicators, like Williams percentage R, ultimate oscillator, accumulation distribution indicators, etc. But what he's most known of is that he's the champion of the 1987 World Cup Championships of Futures Trading from the Robbins Trading Company, where he turned 10,000 to over 1,100,000 in a 12-month competition with real money. That's an 11,300% returns. Yes, you heard that right. 11,300% returns. In order to realize the size of his achievement, it means that he doubled his account every month in order to get those returns. And a fun fact, 10 years later, his daughter and actress Michelle won also the same contest, although her returns were less impressive with only 1,000% return. Well, the real question is how he did it. I searched the internet, listened to dozens of Larry's interviews, watched a lot of YouTube videos and read blogs and articles about him to figure out the strategy that he used. And finally, after long search and hours of content consumption, I found nothing. But then, I found it. I found this channel that claimed to have found the exact strategy that Larry Williams used to win the championship. And because we all know that if it's in the internet it must be true, I believe him. Don't forget that back in 1987 charts looked more like this, and these days are very similar to this. Anyway, since the strategy includes one of the Larry Williams indicators and has elements according to his teachings, I backtested it to see how it actually performs. So come with me to see which set of indicators the strategy uses, which entries and exit signals, and how it performed to my backtest. The strategy is a combination of three indicators. It is based on the 5-minute time frame and it's called the LW volatility breakout. LW from Larry Williams, of course. Although, as I said earlier, it is really hard to say whether this strategy has any common elements with the one he used to win the cup. From interviews I listened from Larry, he mentioned multiple times volume, market direction, and taking advantage of those elements. And also, he was creating the bias on higher time frames and diving into the smaller time frames like the 5-minute and the 10-minute. So, even though I don't believe that's the strategy he used, it could be similar to this. Alright, let's have a look to the strategy, the indicators, and the rules. The indicators we will use are the Gaussian channels, and we will change the settings, and we will change the length to 96. The second indicator is Larry Williams Large Trade Index, and the settings period, we change the settings period to 25 and the smoothing period to 20. And then of course we have to use a volume indicator, and we change those settings to of MA, the MA settings to 30 length. And then we move to style, and the volume MA, we change the color to white. After we load the indicators and update the settings, we load the 5-minute time frame. For the buy signals, the price needs to touch the top red line in the Gaussian channel, the AWLT indicator needs to be green, the volume needs to be green and above the white line. If all these three criteria are met, we place a buy with stop loss being either in the middle, where the orange line is, or if it's too big, then we put it on the recent swing low and take profit 2 times the stop loss. So the risk to reward is 1 to 2. For a sell signal, we need price to touch the bottom red line of the Gaussian channel, the LWLT indicator needs to be red, the volume needs to be red, and below the white line. If all these three criteria are met, we place a sell with a stop loss being either in the middle, where the orange line is, or if it's big, then we put it out on the recent swing high with the same risk to reward 1 to 2. Simple, isn't it? Now let's backtest it and see what the results that we will get. And that was it, traders. If you enjoyed, give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel where I backtest various trading strategies and try to find the best performing ones. Speaking of performance, this strategy gave us a 14.4% profit or 1600 on a 10,000 account within a month of backtesting. As impressive as it may be, it's nowhere close to double the account within the month, well, at least with what is generally considered proper risk management. Another fact is that I backtested the strategy taking every entry signal it gave me within the month, any time of the day, which of course is unrealistic for manual trading, but it could perform well if you turn it into an algo. Either way, it's not hard because the rules of the strategy is very mechanical. Before we wrap the video, I would like to point out that even I enjoy those trading stories and I find exciting those super trader achievements, it is pointless to try to compare yourself and your skills to any other trader. Even if Larry Williams himself would give me the exact same strategy that he actually used and made him those huge returns, including his risk management parameters, almost certainly I would not perform even close like him. Because trading is a personal business and you need to figure out your style, what makes you comfortable and what not. This is why I keep exploring and backtesting various strategies, and I am trying to find and tweak the best for me, matching my personality and my lifestyle. In the meanwhile, you may find some strategy in this channel that matches your style, and why not test it out and try it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you to the next one.